Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Duke Blue Devils taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the running game. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense, quick tempo. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Collins. Quick strike complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. On the run, it's James.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, They don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Collins. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Syracuse right back at it. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive. There he goes! Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air, it's Collins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
After run, now throw. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Orange.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Collins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. And they'll accept the penalty and push this offense backward. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nixon. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Look out, he's got room. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll go to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Now the play fake. Complete in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Back to throw, it's Collins. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the move, it's Nixon. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Collins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happened.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Duke. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th.
12, Syracuse, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Nixon. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Trimble. Syracuse right back at it.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going. To be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding open areas.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 23 over Appalachian State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Ross Simmons. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the right. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gill. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. They're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.